feeling. This is not a good thing to be exposed to.
Touching.
All right, so we must, of course, start today's tale where we begin every adventure. Oh my god. In the Hall of Heroes, guys. Wow. You remember that. A museum of marble. Here are the statues of the finest heroes and adventurers in the entire cosmos. And of course, as mentioned last week, your prison, where you guys are kept away for as long as you're needed, essentially. Each of you sealed away into one of these various statues, a collection by your jailer, Debonair. Who is this mysterious Debonair? A mad wizard? A crazed deity? Who knows? All each of you know is, though, that you were plucked from each of your home dimensions as fabled adventurers with well-known reputations, and was placed here in this dreaded hall. The only time you awaken from your petrified slumber is when Debonair has another page to fill in his almighty work, the Bestiary. This creature codex, the Bestiary, is to tell the tale of every single creature to have ever existed. And as you know, Debonair promises freedom once this is complete, in dire punishment to those that defy him. So, once again, you three have been chosen. The spark of life ignites within your very core as the three of you awaken from your statue-like slumber. The petrified skin begins to peel away. But you notice there's something odd about your form. You're not in the same bodies as you were before.
Oh, God. I was worried about this.
Dirge! You take a look at your entire form. Your demonic skin apparently singed until you feel the pointed end of your long elf-like ears. You immediately realize you've taken the form of a drow or a dark elf.
So I look exactly the same,
Yeah.
just no horns.
That's right. That's essentially, yeah. I mean, you're just like, all right, because you're looking at these two right now, and you're like, oh, geez, but you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I seem to have lucked out a little bit.
The horns is kind of like a little bit of a blow, like, damn, because I have the hat with the horn holes like for it,
Yeah.
and now it kind of slumps a little bit.
No horn holes.
Niken, as you hold your arms up and you feel your face, you realize that you stand taller than Dirge. You realize you've taken the form of a bugbear, what one would call a wild, hairy, and feral goblin. Although unlike the goblinoid, you stand 7 feet tall.
Wow.
But not as tall as Lucius. Who has taken the appearance of this feral albino bear humanoid with long and shaggy white hair covering his entire body. The form of a quaggoth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can they even speak? I feel like I shouldn't be speaking.
Oh no, you guys. Okay, so here's the messed up part. So you guys can understand. All of you understand Undercommon at this point right now, but all the languages that you have before you retain. So if you can speak Common, you can speak Common. If you can now all speak Undercommon, it's
gotcha.
You all have the ability to do that. All right.
Yeah. I have a quick DM question. This is just like a flavor note.
Please.
When we're frozen in the statues, are we sleeping, or are we just like 1 second ago we were finishing the last fight and now we're just like, and we're like in a different place?
That's what I was.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is kind of like you feel like you're not like, it's not like someone that's like constantly like awake all the time. You know what I mean? Where you're just like 24 hours. You're like, good God. But it does. You kind of feel like you fall asleep and then just you wake up like you from a bad dream. I would dare say you guys have like brief moments of memories where you're like, it was all a nightmare. And then like the next instant you're like, nope.
And then you're a quaggoth and you're like, gosh.
What is happening? What is happening? You guys are aware of each other, and you know just from, being battle brothers and sisters, essentially, as you look into the face, into the eyes, you do know who each of you are, so it's not like you're like, what is this hairy thing next to what? Who are you?
I awakened, I immediately stabbed both of them.
Yeah. And so ends today's session. Thank you very much. All right. You guys do look around and realize you're in Well, let's see here. You guys realize you're in a close quarters, like stone-like room. But it's a stone room that's been carved by hand. It doesn't look like it's a cavern or anything like that. Various barrels and crates scatter the walls. A shelving with various bottles of spices also cover the walls, with the exception of one that appears to hold various iron skillets and pans. Once again, a piece of parchment is crumpled at your feet. Your only exit, a wooden door. So guys, what do you do?
Question.
Why?
Are we getting the base stats of this race now?
Nope. You retain all of your stats. You are effectively in this form in appearance only.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you
And
feel
I guess
like you
for
can still,
them,
yeah,
height as well.
yeah.
Dirge. Lucius, is that you?
I don't like being this tall. I hate it.
Yeah, I'm not used to being the short one in the room, but
This is pretty cool.
I suppose I got off well this time around. You've both looked better. I say, looking up.
Yeah.
I don't feel any stronger.
Oh my God.
All right, who's reading this paper? I feel like we just did this. I don't get a week off, Debonair. Really?
I look at their now massive like paw hands that they both have, and I'm like, oh, I got this. The paper. Flip it. Anything?
You look at it, and it's the crumpled paper. All it says is Illithid.
What? Let me see that.
I hand it to him, but I'm also doing the Antonio Banderas, the like. Perfect.
You get a monocle. You're like,
I don't know. I don't know this word.
For those that don't know what an Illithid is, any of your characters might have that. Any knowledge checks or insight checks will give you some more information on the word that you see on the parchment.
I never fought one, and I never had heard of one, so I'm gonna say that I don't know what it is.
Okay.
This is Dirge is well versed. This is the one thing in my backstory that is a thing.
Okay. So
I'll wait for him to like make a reaction first, but I'm just like
no, go
devilish
for it.
Grin, like.
I'm clueless, so
Well, as you may have learned from our last journey together, I am a cleric of Osiris, and as such, I ferry the dead to stay dead. But, on a personal note, when I'm not doing that, I have a vendetta against aberrations, and Mind Flayers in particular, which is what Illithid are known. Above ground. I'm assuming we're in the Undercommon again, or the Underdark again.
Well, I mean, you're in a stone room. You really don't know where you are.
These creatures are known to eat brains, turn friend against friend, blast you with psychic energy. They're terrible. But I'm very good at killing them, and I very much enjoy it. So...
You've got my axes.
Just then, the door just knocks itself open as if someone just pushed it rather aggressively. And you begin to hear the sounds of tavern music as a bugbear comes in with an apron. And he's like, "What are you doing in my cupboard?"
I was just knowing my friends.
Get out! Get out! You order behind the corner like everybody else.
Sure, yep. Great. Sorry. Lost our way.
I want to deceive him.
Go for it. Go for it. Roll that deception check.
I rolled D20, right?
D20? Yeah.
I rolled a 13, but I have plus 7 on my deception.
Okay, so what are you trying to do?
We own this tavern now. We bought this from your boss. This is ours. You're yelling at us to get out of your covers? I'm this close to firing you. Get back to work.
Oh my god.
And you say this as a giant bear.
Yes, I say this as a giant quaggoth with my nails all in. What do you do with that, DM? Did I deceive him?
He's looking around like, God damn the Ilithids! They won't let me have anything good, anything nice, and now they put you in charge? He throws his apron down on the ground and just storms out the bar. And everyone, like, the music just, like, stops for a second. Everyone's just looking around like... You see a Koatoa, which is literally this, like, humanoid with a fish head, essentially. And he's like holding you could tell he's like one of the waiters. He's holding a plate and he's just kind of waddling over to you. He's like, so what are we doing, boss?
Just keep serving. Do what you were doing.
And he just starts snapping and the music just continues to kick up as he just rushes over and starts serving people and everyone just continues with their business as normal.
That's what I thought. All right, we got our own pub. I'm good. All right,
we can retire.
Yeah. Party call at this point. We just settle down, make a nice living.
Yep.
Go about our lives.
I'm for it.
I mean, that's something you could guys like literally attempt. You're like, well, what if we don't?
We all consider it.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, it's a question. It's a good question. You're like, what if we don't just continue? I mean, you got bugbears and quaggoths and drows and droogers, aka the dark dwarves here. They're just seem to be having a good time.
Screw you, Debonair. I'm just gonna get drunk.
I was listen, guys. I was just, it's the thief in me. I wanted to steal this tavern, but I know that I want out of this body. You guys want out of your forms. We know Debonair's ways. If we even think, I don't know. Maybe I don't.
I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you.
While we're alive again, we might as well enjoy it. You know, I'm gonna go get a pint.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
There we go.
Well,
I turned to Lucius and say, I was gonna ask somebody else, but apparently this is your tavern. Can I smoke in here?
I guess.
Great.
Yeah, sure, whatever. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get hold on. Is that fixed? Did that fix it? Where's my pole? Where'd my pole go? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to... Hold on. I should have tested...
God, Brett.
I know.
Going into a dungeon without a 10-foot pole?
Yeah,
what are you, some amateur?
With a giant pole? Where'd it go? Hold on, guys.
+5 pole of bludgeoning.
Okay, there we go. Now it's working. All right, here we go. Hold on, and boom! All right, cool. All right, there it is.
Try not to look.
Rerun again. Okay, there we go. Got the pole there. Everything's good to go. All right. So now that everything's working, what do you guys do? I mean, you're on a pub.
Well,
I'm going to pour myself an ale.
Okay.
Yeah, Niken's already. I feel like Niken's like halfway through an ale by now. Dirge is. There we go.
Perfect.
Right.
God, it's like you came prepared with tiny props.
I'm really envious. I'm super envious of these tiny props.
I promise I didn't, but I'm just kind of improvising.
Just work it out.
So, all right. So from another,
I'm honestly trying to get Dirge and Niken to stop drinking at this point because I regret stealing this tavern.
I just grabbed one drink, just want to enjoy myself. When was the last time that we had fucking ale?
Yeah.
Since being like, this is a treat. Right?
That's entirely up to you guys, because I mean, it might have been a while. You guys have literally been going back to back adventures, so it might have been nice to be like, let's get Okay, so in another room, kind of behind the bar area, a door opens, and you see a small goblin walk out. He's wearing a chef's hat and an apron, and he oh boy, so he's actually holding this haunch of meat, and he walks up and he looks up to you, Shady. He goes, "Who are you?"
Do I have to roll? Because I'm gonna tell him I'm the boss.
Oh yeah, I mean you're maintaining this lie. You're maintaining this lie.
I rolled an 8, so with my bonus, that's 8 plus 7, 15.
15. Okay. So what do you tell him?
I tell him I'm the owner of this tavern now. It was gifted to me by the Illithid, I guess.
And he nods and
You're
goes,
gonna get us all killed, but not by the
I'm really close to getting us killed.
and he's just like, all right. So what do you want us to do with the special?
With a special, I would like you to first serve it to me and the other 2 co-owners here.
Me?
Yes, so we can taste test to make sure our customers are pleasant and happy.
All right.
I mean, I'm a fine connoisseur of
And he
meat.
just waddles. He
would-
waddles back. He just waddles back into the. He just waddles back into what you can only assume now is the kitchen.
Yep.
And he comes out with 3 plates of this weird hearty meat, essentially. And it looks like some sort of like pork, but beef combination, kind of greenish and purplish in nature. You smell it, and your other counterparts will be like, this smells kind of spoiled, but in the body's yard right now, it's like, do I want that? I think I want that. I think that smells really good. And he just puts the plates right in front of everybody. And he's just like, so can I go home?
Yes, go ahead. You can go home.
Just puts the chef's hat away and just waddles on the other side. He just sits on the bar. And he's just like, he just gets a couple of gold coins and puts it on the bar. And he's like, ale, please.
I look around.
Am I behind
The person
the bar?
that left is the person who was serving ale, wasn't it?
No. That was the fish head guy, the Kuotoa. He's still walking around,
Okay.
like serving everybody. And he just walks over. He walks behind the goblin chef, and he just begins to just put a little bit of ale. But you guys essentially have a handful
free
of
meal.
Plates in front of you. Yeah. So what do you guys do?
Well,
Smells
I feel like
delicious.
Mike is taking the first bite right now. Look at him.
So after you consume this meal, it's very hearty, very, very tasty, very good.
Yeah.
And once you finish it, for the remainder of the adventure, you receive a +2 Constitution bonus, giving you an extra +1 to your modifier.
Sweet.
So we're watching Niken eat this, and like he's slowly like veins are like bulging a little bit, and he's
Not
getting
even
a little
no,
more...
but he's looking really. His coat is looking so healthy and so fine. And you're just
I
like,
immediately
ooh.
start digging in, using my nails to poke the meat and just.
Yep. So every
yeah, fuck it, I'll have some.
So
too,
for the
sure.
for the remainder of the adventure, guys, +2 Constitution.
Very nice.
So
Trying to figure out how to add that in the thing.
I mean,
I think you
really,
just gotta
really,
edit your stats.
all you have to do is just add +1 to your all your Constitution saving throws, and
Oh, yeah,
add like 14 to your maximum hit point total.
Great.
Oh my gosh! So I actually have 88 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me go!
Oh my God, Dookie, you're at like 159 HP. Jesus Christ.
Temp HP. Okay.
You're welcome, guys. This is what happens when you lie and steal a tavern.
He says really loudly in the middle of the tavern.
I mean, listen, everyone is just kind of going about their business. You're just like, this is what happens when you steal a tavern. It's just, no one seems to care.
Nope.
Is the
Yeah, it's
relevant
fine.
thing. All right, so you guys are just sitting there enjoying yourself, relaxing at the tavern that you have so earned for whatever reason. You're just like, all right,
Oh yeah,
this is
We
pretty.
earned it.
This is pretty cool. Until then, another Kuotoa opens the door to the tavern, and in a panic goes, I think the festival's beginning, and he rushes out, and then everyone just kind of gets up and also just like music stops. Everyone just gets out and begins rushing out as well. And he just
I look at my friends like, should we?
We got the place to ourselves.
my God.
I feel like this is part of Debonair's play. Let's say So I think we should follow behind, not with the crowd. I want to be behind the crowd.
I kind of fucking hate that guy, though.
I say screw debonair.
I mean,
it's like a lonely, quiet bar. You just hear murmuring outside it, and you're just like, if I stay here, what bad thing could possibly happen?
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pour myself grab not like a takeaway cup, like a wooden cup, something cheap, and just fill it with ale and be like, I was looking to kill some Mind Flayers today. I'm not going to ruin that for myself, so I'll meet you guys out there.
So he walks out. Shady, what's Lucius doing?
Lucius is following behind. I look at Niken, and I say,
just sulking.
Stop drinking. Let's go. And
you can take it to go. We own the place.
The only thing better than drinking is drinking and fighting. So
there we go.
All right. So
to go.
Niken's also coming out. Okay. All right. Yep. All right.